Hey there, thanks so much for your purchase. So I'm going to take a quick second right now and just show you how easy it is to get started. So when you opened your download, you should have received something that looks like this. There's actually two separate links on here. One is a 5.5 by 7, so that's going to be something for like social media. You're texting, you're emailing, posting on Facebook, whatever. Um, or if you are actually going to print invitations, I've got it set up where you can print 2 to a standard 8.5 by 11 page. Just for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to do the 5.5 by 7, but it's the same process. So you click that link and it's going to take you to this and then this. I have an account. This is my free account, not the one I design in. So if you don't already have an account, you'll be prompted to set one up. It's super straightforward and easy. It doesn't cost anything. They're great, and you can do lots of cool things with them. So I highly recommend. Let's just jump in and get started. So when you click on anything, you can edit it. You can see that these are all editable fields. So one thing you probably want to edit is the color. So here you can add any new color, and I don't know, let's say we want a blue, but that isn't quite the blue we were thinking. We're going to just drag it around until we find what we're going for. Maybe something like that. Yeah, and again, that was up here, and then from here you can just find any color you want. So you're going to want to change your text because that's not going to be right for you, is it? All you have to do is click on it and you can get right in there and change anything you want. Let's see. And so yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You could, when I'm clicked in here, I've got it all selected. I can size up, which that makes that then too big for that spot, but I can just drag like that. I can pick a new font over here, check out all that, try out different things. And I decide, you know what, I was happy with it the way it was. So this is a great tool, the undo button. I use that a lot. And then we'll get that back to the right size. Let's see, how's that looking? So a couple quick things that you might want to do. Let's say what would you want to do? Let's say you've got more text that you're going to pop in here. So you really need 3 text boxes here, not just 2. So we can do that we're going to select this one. And then an easy way to move objects is your arrow button on the keyboard. You can just arrow it left or right and it'll move it 1 pixel. So I'm going to start there, see what happens, and then I'm just going to adjust this text to get it to fit in here. Yeah, and then move this over. And then, so I need another text box. So I've selected the line, and the easiest way to do that is just duplicate it. And then to move it, you could try to get on here, but it's such a little thing. It's actually a lot easier if you go down here to manipulate it. This is to move, and that other one was to rotate it. Like you could, if for some reason you wanted to do that. You don't in this example, so we'll edit undo. So yes, and then, to get your text centered, you just do that. Maybe I want to do this, but I said that we wanted more text. So we can go here to add text. This will bring up a text box if I click like that. So that's always an option. One thing though, that's a nice shortcut, say you like one of the fonts you already have, why not just highlight the text box, duplicate it, and bring it over. And then this is really large for the space, so we'll have to change that. just get that going like that. And then, yeah, that looks pretty good. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. I showed you how to add a line. You could always delete a line. You know, same sort of deal. If you decide that you have too many, just get rid of one. So I think the only other thing to show you design-wise is probably to change graphics. So right now there is two little stars and this graduation cap. Let's say you don't really want that. So we're going to highlight it and delete it. So over here in your elements, you can search all sorts of things. I pulled up a search for baseball in the past, so I'm going to pull that up again. And so with the free account, a lot of things that are going to show up are premium. They're the paid for. So a couple things. You could get around this by signing up for their 30-day trial. And that's free. And they're pretty good at reminding you to cancel if that's something you want to do. Or you just look until you find one that doesn't have that little crown on it. And if you're fine with one of those, I think this one is cute, right? You can put that in there. And then, you know, in this example, oops. I think that text box doesn't quite work, making that smaller. So we're going to make this bigger. And I don't know, we could make that larger too by doing something like that. No, all sorts of possibilities. Basically, you can do whatever you want. So, you know, I don't know, what else would people do? Cheerleading. So a lot of premium stuff. This one is free. This one is not. Yeah. But you get the idea. You can definitely bring things over that. And I'm just resizing by clicking here and dragging down until it's the right size. I'm gonna sneak that back over. So yeah, all sorts of possibilities. So the only thing that's really left for us to do now is to save it. So up here in the right-hand corner is the share button. And if we scroll down, we see download, which is the one I'm going to recommend. There's also share on social media and print your design. Personally, I think it's always best to save a copy locally to your computer or phone and then share on social media. This way you'd be linking an account. If you want to do that, that's fine. Again, personal preference. The print your own design is, I've never used before. It's their service where they're going to print the design for you and send you the copies. It looks high quality. The way though that I set that other 8.5 by 11 page up, that's going to be a lot cheaper than this. So that might be a better option for you. You can print at home. You could send it to Kinko's, something like that. So yes, either way, I would suggest always downloading it. You want a copy of this. This is your thing. So it's suggesting a PNG, but you can change to what you think is best. You could do a JPEG, but sure, let's go with their suggestion. And we download, and it's telling me that I'm going to save it to my computer. Person's party. And I've saved it. And that's, you know, as simple as that. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me, Kristen@KristenMcGilvery.com. But hopefully you won't, because it's pretty easy, right, guys? All right. Thank you so much. Bye.